Welcome back to the second game between Stefan and BacT on the Clown Cup map with Saboteur building, and Stefan once again is not queuing any petards, is that correct? However, BacT is playing as the Koreans. BacT got petards queued up, 3.5 minutes I think is the creation time. Stefan with the Vikings. Forgetting about it. Interesting. I think he forgot in the first game, right? Not sure about it. It's a few days till I casted this game a few days ago. But okay, let's go for the maps here. Let's see what the players are actually going to do. Still no petards for Stefan. He's got the main gold and the main stone both forward, which is not too nice for him. But second gold, third gold and second stone safe in the back. And a little bit of a back base here that he could easily defend if he's getting rushed. So I think Stefan would be fine here. Now finally he's queuing some petards, like 3 minutes in I guess, and that's really late. Stefan, I guess, not used to this feature on the arena map, but okay, it shouldn't be that big of a problem. 40 really close to his base, close to the gate. He should be able to get them in no problem. He's got one relic quite close here, extra gold also close, and another relic quite close to his base too. Now he's using the sheep to keep the gate open. I think 2 inside is already awesome, and I think that's pretty much it. What do we need to know about this map? Yeah, that should be it. On the other side, BacT going with the first petards now, obviously. Are they outside already? Is he moving them forward? I think he has one of them. He's got a second stone safe in the back. He's got 4 deer safe in the back, which is nice. Second gold also in the back here. Main stone forward, third gold on the left hand side is outside. And we have the main gold on the other side, kind of forward as well. We have an extra stone here on the left, and there is one relic in a neutral zone. We have one relic on the right hand side close to an extra stone here. This is closer to BacT. Extra gold and another relic in a neutral zone here. So I guess the relic advantage goes to Stefan, at least a little bit. There is that second petard. Where's the first gun? Did he already use it to tag? No, it's just scouting the map here. BacT using the fact that you have extra military units, basically idle units, to get some information. He's not going for a rush, at least not for a feudal age tower rush, and that's something I really like to see. Koreans, not going to be easy against Vikings, I guess. Let's see how BacT is going to play this. Vikings, a very strong economy, obviously, but maybe you're going to see some aggressive game here. I would love to see Vikings in action, like with the petards, and you can go in and try to do some damage. Would be quite fun here. Also, I guess a Vikings should be able to survive a petard attack, at least from one only. Now Stefan obviously going for the last of his deer. I think he got all of them, and the question is how good is his scouting looking. But Vikings could be an option. I guess crossbows, mangonels, something to defend. It's possible. We have 3 villagers on gold for Stefan, who is not on the way to feudal age, finding about his third gold and second stone here. So he scouted everything there is to know about his own map. Market coming up for him, and probably a blacksmith on the other side. Yes, and for BacT, how's it looking? Blacksmith up, market up. Both players going to castle age. Stefan doing loom first. I guess it makes sense to go with loom here because he could get attacked, and Stefan is gonna have to defend against Vikings, I think, because there's a lot of villagers in stone. BacT is going for the castle or the guard towers. That's also an option. Ooh, and it looks like BacT opened the walls with his petards, and the 2 scouts are going down. All the petards are going down. Of course, Stefan is walling this quickly, saying that up, yeah. But no big attack here. And now we have BacT moving forward with the villagers. He's the first to be up to castle age. Really nice build order here. I feel 27 population, is it? 26 villagers only. And going with the forward castle, 655. Of course, Stefan is going to see this. He's got the houses here, and he knows that the castle is coming up. Question is, how is he going to defend it? He's axing it, saying yeah, and BacT of course did that on purpose, more or less. He's showing his opponent, yeah, my castle is coming up. I'm the first to go up to castle age, so it's no problem for me. And there's a petard taking down the next house. -3 on the way. The question is, are we going to see Vikings now, or is it going to be towers after that castle? There's the first outpost coming up here. Actually, no tower. I'm still wondering about the Vikings. BacT going with the guard towers here. So it's a tower rush, but it's in castle age. Stefan, in the meantime, makes sense. He went for 3 TCs. He is going for that economy, another outpost here, and I think it makes sense to go for BacT's point of view here to see what attacking opportunities he can find. There's the first Viking on the map, a monk as well, and there's another outpost. Stefan is walled, but yeah, if you can call it walled really, because these are only houses, 900 HP, and that means no big defense here. I heard a relic getting collected. Looks like BacT is starting to get some relics in. I'm assuming BacT is on 1 TC only, and that's correct. He is going for the rush here, and I think he's just waiting for more Petards to come forward as one of those. And after that, he could go for more damage here. Those guard towers are pretty annoying. And Stefan has that little bit of a back base. Let's go to his point of view. He can go for a few more farms, but he does need to make sure that his first TC, his main TC, is not falling. Also, the mangonels will go down really fast here. You can see it. BacT 4 villagers inside, and he's going through the house now. So we have a more or less classic Korean guard tower rush, but with the help of petards and with the forward castle, actually. BacT is going with a siege workshop now inside Stefan's base. How are you going to defend this? Stefan needs to think of something quickly, and he's only got 2 petards. It's not going to be enough for a long time. Trying to take a fifth of those villagers down. I think 2 of them died, which actually a very nice mangonel shot. And the thing is, if Stefan can survive long enough, he will be up to Imperial Age probably faster even, and he will become really strong in early imp. Can go for the Scar Towers, and then BacT might not have the economy and the military units that he needs. Then again, it's going to be a tough way to go there, and there's a few petards now moving in. Those petards going for a few villagers even, and that's 3, 4, 5 going down. Interesting idea. I'm not sure if it's really effective, but better than to do nothing. For now, BacT is just going with his towers, and we can see a castle coming up from Stefan. Only 1 villager for now. This guard tower should not be able to stop this castle. I think BacT realizing, okay, my opponent is going for that castle. I can't really stop it, so I'm just gonna let it happen. And I think BacT wants to go for that second castle as well as Imperial Age now. Gold mining on the way for him. Another lumber camp would be nice maybe, but okay. And BacT is going for the full 1 TC push. Stefan is the first to click up to Imperial Age, and that's so important here to see. Stefan 75 villagers, but Vikings economy. He had the food, probably got a lot of gold from the back here, and like that he will be able to go for either siege rams or like initially trebuchets, I guess. Siege workshop coming up on the left, which makes sense. There is another mangonel inside that first siege workshop, and BacT now also on the way up to Imperial Age. He might be able to go for that second castle actually, but only 450 stone, so apparently no second castle coming up yet. 2 castles against 1, then we might have a chance here. Stefan opting for barracks. I guess we're gonna see pikemen first, or maybe even the champion line. Not sure about it. BacT now, Stefan, sorry, almost up to Imperial Age. Is preparing a few rams, makes a lot of sense here, and is still, of course, going for petards. Did one of the guard towers go down? I think to the castle. Yes, only fletching done for the castle, but doesn't really make a big difference at this point. How about pikeman upgrade coming in? Yes, and there is the Imperial Age upgrade for Stefan. More population, 40 more actually, a very strong economy, and BacT did not go for a lot of military units, so Stefan actually is fine here. He was able to hold against this attack long enough. BacT was never really trying to go in, he was not going for a lot of siege, could have attacked the TC actually, and therefore Stefan now with the first trebuchet. The question is, how fast is it going down, because those guard towers are keeps now, they have 8+4 range, and is that trebuchet in range? I think this keep could attack the trap. Now Capram upgrade immediately done by Stefan as well. Going for a lot of those pikemen because you want to have some trash units that can like kill trebuchets, kill maybe some of those war wagons, still get the bonus damage as far as I remember. And now the keeps are going down. Stefan in the meantime going to 100+ villagers. And the only question is, what is next? What's the unit choice for him? Stefan has enough stone for a castle. I think he wants to go for his main stone then, but he needs to deal with that castle from BacT first. BacT now has 2 of those trebuchets against 2 from Stefan. Stefan obviously going to be able to repair those traps, going for number 3 here, but I think the siege ram is a really good idea here. A few pikemen still waiting to move forward. Stefan housed on 144. Needs more houses, doesn't really have a lot of space to put some houses down. Needs to use the limited space that he actually has. So petard coming in, and that's 2 trebuchets going down really fast, very far, but now there's the siege rams, and I think those siege rams might be able to make the difference. Pikemen moving forward, beautiful attack here, siege rams plus pikemen against that castle, and BacT might be in trouble now. Can see the population 150 against only 60. There's siege rams and pikemen against 9 military units. Stefan on 43. Stefan was given enough time. Those 2 castles actually, plus hand conversion starting now. Those castles will go down. The archer units probably will fall too, and even the pikemen can do the trick here as Stefan has so many of them. So BacT tried to go with the rush here, with the guard towers, but didn't really go in, didn't really do the big damage, and Stefan was able to boom up and go for the deciding siege ram Imperial Age push. Hope you enjoyed this one. See you in the next games. GG.